Hello my dudes and welcome back to All the Mods 9 to the Sky. Last episode, we made a bit of a boo-boo. So basically, we discovered that on our path to mechanism, we needed fluorite. That's pretty simple, but it turned out that you couldn't get fluorite from sieving. You had to go down industrial foregoing to get a kind of laser drill. So we began that epic saga. However, one thing I discovered was, in the latest version of the mod pack, you can actually get fluorite from sieving. But now we've updated the mod pack to the latest version, which is, as of recording, 1.0.5, and now we've got fluorite on the go. Now that's not the only change, there's a whole bunch of extra mods that have been added. Most excitingly, there's also been some additions to the quests. Now check it out, there is also a Zycraft page in the quest book. And this is very cool, very interesting, and something we might check out because I'm not really sure what Zycraft does. A balloon on a stick? What the hell is that? That sounds amazing, and I've heard you guys say I should make one. So why don't I do that now? Wait, patched blue wool, dreamwood. I think it's just logs, lead, and wool, or lead. But what that means is this episode we can actually continue with mechanism and get further on down that chain. So let's jump in. Now first up, what is this balloon? I love balloons. There's a balloon from Immersive Engineering. That's not what we want. We want the balloon on a stick. How did you inflate a wool balloon? That's a really good question. Now, I don't know what this does, but it does sound pretty exciting. Balloon on a stick. So here it is. Oh, wait, what? What's going on? So I've got my jetpack on at the moment. That might be changing what this does. How does this work? What's happening? What's actually going on? I went too far away. What happens if we right click again? No? What's actually just happened? Balloon on a stick is an early and restrictive source of creative flight. Place down the stick and you'll be attached to a balloon. Double touch space to start flying. Just don't go too far and you'll... Oh, right, so it's creative flight, but you can only go as far as the rope allows. That's interesting. So there's been some changes to what can and can't be sieved. Let's go over to the ore factory, take a look in some of these chests, and see what new, interesting, different stuff we have. Now already I don't see any changes here. This looks like more of the same. Coming out of the gravel sieve. Likewise, oh no, here we go, the sand sieve. So this is finally getting us fluorite. Amazing. That's exactly what we want, exactly what we needed. Oh my god, yeah. So so it looks like this is being used as external storage from the computer, and that's not really what we want, because if the computer is filling up this barrel with items, it means there's no room in here for it to actually do the proper sieving. So we're going to take some stuff out of here. And is there a way we can fix this? Maybe we can just lock it to the items that are already in there. Now this is very exciting, my friends, very exciting indeed, because that means we're getting uranium from the deep slate sieve. If I look in here for uranium, yeah, there we go, 256 uranium ore chunks. We'll need a compacting upgrade so the uranium gets compacted properly. Oh wait, that's a quest as well now. Interesting. Ooh, wait, oh no! Oh, my jetpack has run out of... No, I'm not wearing it. Ooh, we can fix this. We can survive. Whew, okay, slow down. That was a close one. Almost died, but that's fine. All in a day's work on the Skyblock. So uranium is coming out of the deep slate sieve. What else is coming out of it? Oh my god, whoa. Deep slate pebbles. We do not want those. Luckily enough, the compacting upgrade should also compact the deep slate pebbles into what that's supposed to be. We're also going to need some stack upgrades in here, so I'll go and grab some of those. Yeah, here we go. A couple of stack upgrades in here as well. Sort the inventory. That's helped things loads. Deep slate tiles. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, right. So the compacting upgrade is compacting pebbles into deep slate tiles. That's a good way of storing them. We don't want the pebbles anyway. And maybe the tiles can be used for something cool. Now, most importantly, we want... Oh, no, wait. Also, yeah, lapis is being turned to lapis bricks. That's a no-no. So compacting settings, we need to make sure that lapis is set to the no-no list. uranium ore chunks, these should be getting compacted into uranium ore. Likewise, the platinum ore chunks should be becoming ore of that as well. I guess it's going to happen, it's just taking some time, because these compacting upgrades are a bit slow sometimes. Oh, also, we don't want blocks of amethyst, so we'll put that there as well. But yeah, otherwise, good to go. Loads of obsidian in here, just what we need. Amazing, right, well there we go. We'll leave this stuff to brew, because right now we're going to get back into mechanism. So on the clipboard we have mechanism advance. That's the primary goal this episode. If we tick that box, then we can move on to set ourselves another objective, but I don't want to confuse myself too much. That's got to be what we're going for. So we're going to go for at mechanism. Get out the machines that we need. We built some of these before. The chemical oxidizer. Not the dissolution chamber. The washer we certainly do need. And we're also going to need the rotary condenser, apparently. But that's right, we couldn't make the crystallizer because that needed fluorite. Now we have that fluorite, we're good to go, there we go. Oh yeah, the chemical crystallizer. Ba-ba-ba-bow, the most bang for your buck. Oh yeah, and an epic quest at that. So yeah, if you do oh my god, wait, what's going on? Ah, phantoms. Come here, fool. Oh, loads of them. Luckily I can jet back over to these guys. Oh well no, I think I'll let them come to me. Come here, you. Bam. And the other one? Where is he? Here he is. Coming in for the kill. Bam! Easy cheese. So yeah, here we go. Let's put these mechanism machines now in their correct positions. Got all the cables I'll need. Should be okay. So yeah, if you do upgrade your all the mods to the Sky Pack, make sure you do check out the quest log because there's all kinds of different pages being added constantly, which is very cool. For now though, we're going into mechanism, and yeah, here we go, the chemical crystallizer, boom, and tier 4 ore processing. This is going to be nuts. So let's see, we put the crystallizer next to the injection chamber. This is the injection chamber, so this is where the crystallizer goes. Pretty simple. Then next to that, we put the washer. And I guess this washes ores? Sure. And right at the end, the final machine is gonna be the dissolution chamber. So where is it? No, it's the oxidizer. Oh, we do need a dissolution chamber. Okay. And here we go, last but not least, the chemical dissolution chamber. Now we'll set these all up to export to the right automatically. And that should be good. Now, these things also need a lot of upgrades. We're going to put some factory installers in here, so they're all ultimate level machines. But before then, we need to look at what these specific machines need in terms of inputs. Now, number one, we need fluid into the washer. So mechanical pipe comes out of here, and this is going to go straight into the washer, which was right here. Perfect. There we go, set this to pull, and now we're getting water into the washer. Perfect, that's pretty simple, pretty basic. The crystallizer, that is its own unique machine, doesn't need anything, I don't think. In fact, the only gas input we need is sulfuric acid. So how do we make sulfuric acid? Well, that is over here. So the chemical oxidizer, this is the new machine that we got. We'll need gunpowder in a chemical injection chamber with hydrogen chloride to create sulfur dust. Or just make sulfur dust. But I don't think sulfur dust can be sieved, and we can sieve gunpowder, which is why we're going to use that. And this is where the basement being nice and big comes in super handy. So chemical injection. This takes hydrogen chloride and gunpowder. So we're going to map out of here. This chemical infuser here is making hydrogen chloride. It's already going into our system. So we can kind of borrow from this. We'll bring over a pressurized tube so that we can get the hydrogen chloride in here. Now all it needs is the gunpowder, if I'm correct. Oh, and of course power. So we'll bring that over as well. Goodbye torch, hello power. So it's got power now, it's got hydrogen chloride. Now we need the gunpowder, and this is where our computer system is going to come in super handy. We've got loads of gunpowder in the computer, or at least we've got loads of gunpowder recognized by the computer, thanks to remote storage. So we're going to see if we can use an exporter now. We haven't got any in the computer, but they're a pretty simple craft. Yeah, there we go. A refined storage exporter. We'll need a construction core. But there we go. And we'll get the rest of the cable that's in here as well, because that'll come in handy too. And let's plug this in. Basically, using these cables and exporters, we can make sure that the machine over here is getting sent. Oh man, am I stuck? Can I get in? Nope, I'm stuck. So this exporter is going to let us move directly gunpowder from our computer system into this machine. There's a cable over here that we can connect to. Shouldn't be a problem. And this can actually connect to the side of this block, which is pretty cool. These are pretty flexible, these exporters. Now we'll need a piece of gunpowder to tell it what to export. Lots of back and forth. Again, oh man, I really do need that remote storage. So hello, Mr. Exporter. I want you to export gunpowder into this machine. And it's doing it. Oh yeah, listen to that baby purr. What a machine. So yeah, the chemical injection chamber. Can this be upgraded into a factory? I'm not sure. Not all mechanism machines can be upgraded to a factory. Oh wow, but this can. Wow, yeah, ooh, this really can. Amazing. Is it worth doing? I don't know, but probably. Why not? Why not make every machine the best it can be? Advanced, Elite, and now Ultimate. But unfortunately, things like the chemical infuser cannot be made into a better machine. So we're getting sulfur dust. It's a very power-hungry machine, this, especially at the ultimate level. Again, we're going to need to upgrade our power system, but that's not what we're doing now. So what do we do with the sulfur dust? Well, the quest will always tell us. The sulfur dust into the chemical oxidizer will create sulfur dioxide. Then we need to create sulfur trioxide by infusing it with oxygen. Okay, well, we have oxygen being made over here as well, so we can just borrow some of that, surely. So the chemical oxidizer, we need to put the sulfur into here using the logistical transporters. These will push it in. Shouldn't be a problem. Make sure this is set to export to output. There we go. Oh, and it's zipping across. Yeah, there we go. Sulfur dust. Okay, this is all very complicated and I've been making some mistakes, but I'm finally here. We've got the oxidizer that is turning sulfur. At least it should be. Output, please. Auto eject on. Into that pipe. Thank you very much. Then at the top of the oxidizer is the inputs. There we go. And as you can see, this is making for us sulfur dioxide that's immediately going into this pipe, which is full of sulfur dioxide. Amazing. Now we'll put down the chemical infuser and we'll kind of put this with the green power coming in at the back, just to make it a bit more neat and tidy. So the chemical infuser infuses two things into one thing down the middle. On the right, we have sulfur dioxide. This is then infused again with oxygen. Is that? That's universal cable, the wrong one. Keep getting my cables mixed up, but here we go. Pressurized tube. Yes, there we go. Sulfur trioxide. That's the magic gas. It's the laughing gas. No, it's not laughing gas. In fact, don't inhale this. I don't know what it'll do, but it won't be good. Definitely won't be good. In fact, generally speaking, just don't inhale anything apart from air. Air's safe to inhale. Mostly. Depends where you live, I suppose. Anyway. Now we've got the sulfur trioxide being made. This goes to a chemical infuser combined with water vapor. And this is where the rotary condenser comes in. Wait, not condenser. Condensator. Man, what a word. But anyway, yeah, what that's going to do is turn water into water gas. Well, no, it's steam. It's a steam engine. Well, it's not a steam engine, but it's a steam maker. So we'll put the rotary condenser over here, I guess. Feed it some water via mechanical pipe. And we'll bring it out the top, because why not? There we go, lovely stuff. This is not getting any water. Well, I guess maybe it will once we plug it in. So we'll plug power in the top. Then we'll go to the sides and configure this to be fluid input on the right. Is that going in? Toggle operation. Right, so at the moment it's condensating. We might want it to do the opposite. Yeah, looks like we do. So we want it to turn water into gas. It can also work the other way, and that's helpful if you want to store your gases as liquids. But I mean, that seems like a big, long, drawn-out process. We're just making water vapor, in other words, steam. But I guess maybe this is like cold steam? Perhaps? I don't know. So we've got cold steam. We've got sulfur trioxide. We need to combine these in an infuser. Yeah, a chemical infuser, which I have actually made. No, wait, I haven't made. Oh, it's one of these. It's another chemical infuser. So we made one, we needed two. No worries. Man, oh, it's so technical, but this is the gateway to advanced mechanism. This is super important. So, chemical infuser. One of these, thank you very much. And here we go, the last piece of the puzzle. At least I think it is. Oh man, is that rain? Well, that's fine, we're indoors. So the chemical infuser, this is gonna face this way. Yeah, that way we can get a pressurized tube to bring in... Oh, is this gonna... No, it's not gonna connect. Okay, good. Sulfur trioxide in the pipe, 5x5. No, don't connect there. Oh my god, you silly pipe. No, don't connect there. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Man, having these pipes connect sometimes can be a bit of an ordeal. Over this way, and then bring it down into there. So that's step one. Sulfur trioxide in the infuser. Next up, we want steam, or cold steam, as we're calling it. Cold steam, water vapor. If we give this power now, this is going to make the magic juju. Oh yeah, here we go. Yes, this is making sulfuric acid. Very dangerous, definitely don't inhale this. We're going to bring this up to the roof a bit. And we kind of want to dodge all of these pipes if we can. Man, this really is just like a real kind of spaghetti junction down here, but that's fine. Sometimes life just gets a little bit messy, you know? So one thing that's really good for getting around, when your pipes are all spaghetti like this and you can't move around your building, what you can use is a miniaturizer. There we go. No, wait, that's a different thing. Shrinking device, that's what it's called. Personal shrinking device. There we go. And what this does is it makes you very small so you can get down in between the pipes. It's really cool, really useful. It also works in the reverse and you can make yourself real big. In fact, I might do that later because that sounds like a fun time. Bring this down here. Oh yeah, this could be it. This could be all hooked up and operational. Yes, so the chemical dissolution chamber is getting sulfuric acid, the washer is getting the water, and the chemical crystallizer has what it needs as well. What these things don't have is power, but that's a very easy fix. We're going to come around the back here and plug in some more cable. Elite universal cable. Put the polished diorite back, we're missing one, so we can fix that in a bit. But does this system work now? It's all getting power. There's only one way to find out. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this barrel because it looks a bit unneat. It looks a bit messy up in the sky there. What we can do, what I think would be really cool, is we can embed this in the wall like that. That looks much neater to me. Now we can use a logistical transporter on the front and pull out of that with the configurator. And now all we need to do is load this thing with ore and see if it works. So we want, let's go with good old gold ore. I like seeing gold go through a system. It's got a nice, lush yellow glow to it. So it's always good to see it go through a system. Here we go. So we're going to put the gold into the oak diamond barrel. Oof. It goes into the dissolution chamber where the gold ore gets mixed with sulfuric acid to become dirty gold slurry. That dirty gold slurry gets washed into clean gold slurry. The clean gold slurry gets crystallized into Gold crystals, amazing. And what this does is it turns, in the end, one piece of ore into, I don't know, it must be 5 times tier. But that's it, we've done it. We've got tier 4 ore processing. Boom. Amazing, we pressed the tick, we've done all the quests. Why can I not turn this in? Oh, I haven't accepted the reward. Perfect. And that means, wait, the chemical oxidizer. Sulfur dust. I have to pick up sulfur dust? Oh, right, yeah, because it's only been a machine so far. So if I put it in my pocket... Yeah, there we go, the quest is complete. And my friends, look at that. Oh, what a moment. Look at this. We've got so many. We have done loads and loads and loads of mechanism now. Oh, yeah, freebies. I love freebies. And it means we can move on to the next stage. This is where things get really big. Mechanism goes nuts. And also, most excitingly, this is where Mechanism starts to generate insane amounts of power. Oh yeah, Mechanism Advanced. Now it all starts over here with this quest right here. As a recap, we've set up Advanced Ore Processing Facility using several gases, machinery, and more. Great news, great stuff. But yeah, as it says, this is where we create big multi-block reactors. And the multi-block reactors from Mechanism are really cool. The quest begins by asking you to set up a massive battery. Basically, this is like a multi-block energy storage device that lets you store insane amounts of energy and output that energy at a crazy rate. Then it asks you to make your first reactor. This is going to be a fission reactor, which, don't be alarmed, can explode. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen to us. It's already happened to me once. And man, that was a bad time. Once you have that reactor, basically you need a nuclear reactor to make the fuel for your next reactor. But also the nuclear reactor powers, you see these windmills over here? Yeah, that's right, these are turbines. This is how you turn that nuclear energy into nuclear power. Then it goes on to do even more crazy stuff and you go from fission to fusion over here. And apparently fusion is a very different thing, but it's crazy. It looks amazing though. And over here you have the super collider. Is it the SPS, supercritical phase shifter? This is nuts, really cool, and I can't wait to get started with that. Now, before we get going, what I want to do is build a big battery. This is where you start, advanced power storage, and it's really worth doing. If we can get a really big battery, that's going to be essential. Also, I should probably muffle some of these machines. Yeah, oh yeah, they're real loud. Okay, I'm going to save you guys from this horrible noise. So let's see, the dissolution chamber, goodbye, the injection chamber, the crystallizer, the washer, the condensator, and the chemical infuser. Oh, can you guys hear that? Oh man, and the rainbow as well. What a peaceful day. What a lovely peaceful day. I hope you guys are having an amazing week, by the way. It's just started, right? This is Monday. So yeah, I hope you've got like some good things planned, some exciting things planned. Let me know what your week looks like in the comment section, and I will heart and like the comment, because I love hearing about what you guys have planned. So where are we going to put this big old battery? I was thinking we could put it here. We've got a big space here. I want the next floor upstairs to be all about our fission reactor. This is a nice big space. We can get a really big, cool, juicy nuclear reactor in this room, for sure. And a battery over here at the end of the hallway, I think this would be really, really, really cool. So let's get started with this. It's a pretty simple thing to do as well. Needs lots of casing and things, but because we've got so many resources, this is not going to be a hard thing to do. Wait, oh no, hang on a sec. Something just happened. Oh, if we need to create... if we want to create massive amounts of power, we need a way to store it. Energy cubes suck. Thermal evaporation. Right, so this is where we need something new. Lithium dust. And this is why I made 2 more thermal evaporation plants. Basically, what we want to do now is run brine through another thermal evaporation plant to get lithium. Then it goes through a chemical crystallizer, and we get lithium dust. This is a pretty simple, easy, but very important thing to do. So yeah, here we are. Now, as you can see, I've changed how things work over here. We've got a lot more resistive heaters, and they're going into both of these thermal evaporation blocks. It's not very efficient. These resistive heaters should be way closer to these evaporation blocks, because if you take a look here, yeah, there's way more heat that could go into here if we wanted it to. But production is pretty good. we're getting like 40... Wait, what's going on here? Oh yeah, it's full of brine. So yeah, we're getting like 40 millibuckets a tick, which is actually pretty quick. So we're going to need to fill one of these thermal evaporation blocks with brine. We might want to fill both, but for now, we're just going to do the one. So we're going to put the brine into this big one on the right. We need to replace this. We're going to put the brine in at the top and bring it out down here, I reckon. It's not quite the floor, but it's close enough. Basically, you can't put the valves or the controllers on the outside edge of the thermal evaporation plant, or for some reason it won't work as a multi-block structure. Kind of weird, but it is what it is. Now we'll bring over some mechanical pipe, and we're just going to come over with this in a bit of a straight line, nice and simple. And in it goes. Now this thing should be filling up with brine, and we'll see what it makes. Oh yeah, liquid lithium, and wow, look at the rate at which this is turning it into liquid lithium. That's crazy cool. So yeah, it says we run the lithium through a chemical crystallizer to get the dust. That sounds very simple. Pretty very simple? Sure, that's a thing. So we'll put this over here underneath. Nice and simple. We'll bring the power in at the back, like this. Excellent stuff. Now we will bring a pipe down here. Is it mechanical pipe? Yeah, this should work. Oh, this could get messy. Don't do that. There we go. And again down here. No, don't do that. Now we have a small problem. It looks like the chemical crystallizer only works with gases. This is where another rotary condenser should come in. Let's see if that works. So here we go, this looks correct. A rotary condenser is getting liquid lithium, which it wants to turn into a gas, but it can't because it's not got any power. We'll make sure that the chemical crystallizer is set to input from the condensator. Condensator, yeah, sure. Gases, input, condensator, and the output should be the lithium dust that we're looking for. Let's give it some power and find out if that's what happens. Yeah, so this is working. We're getting lithium. So we'll move this to there. Use a pressurized tube because now it's a gas. Make sure it's set to output through the gas. Yep, it is. Auto eject. Gases. Wait. Gases output. There we go. Oh, yeah, it works. Amazing. Chemical crystallizer is getting lithium. And it should be making, if we've done it correctly, yes, lithium dust. And this should be a quest complete. And it is. So we can kind of leave this to brew for a while. We'll come back later and find out where it is and what's going on. Make sure it's got some power because it's obviously been unplugged. But yeah, we're getting lithium. We'll leave that to rest. Come back later, see what's going on. I guess it's important because yeah, if I know anything about phones and batteries, lithium is apparently really important for batteries. So yeah, it makes sense. So here we go, mekanism. If you type in @mekanism and then induct, short for induction, you'll see all of the things we're going to need. We'll need induction casing. This is basically the housing for our big battery. Very important. We need an induction port. These are how you get power into and out of the battery. And then you need the battery components. So there's induction cells. These make it take more power. The more bigger cells you have, the more power you can store in your battery. So these are very important. And then these basic induction providers, these increase the rate at which you can put power into and out of the battery. These are equally very important. But once you get like one ultimate induction provider, you can output 52.4 million FE per tick. That's nuts. That's more than you're ever going to need. But as you can see, it's not a cheap craft to make. So we're going to go for just the very basic things we need. And luckily enough, the quest does kind of tell you what you need to get going. You'll need 44 induction casings, 2 induction ports, 55 structural glass. So we'll need those. Now this is also good because structural glass is also required for the nuclear reactors. A stack will be enough. Now induction casing as well. This is also heavy on the steel and also heavy on these energy tablets as well. So make a few of those. So boom, induction casing, and we want a stack of this as well. We'll need induction ports to get the power into and out of. Again, very simple to craft. Running out of materials here, so we'll have to do a re-up on those. Generally speaking, like about 4 is a good amount. And so there we go. We've got the basics for the battery. This is the housing for the battery. Now we need what actually goes in the battery. We'll complete these quests, because we might get something juicy. Uranium. Whose uranium? Well, it's mine now, isn't it? And we'll complete this. 1 ultimate universal cable. Wow, so generous. So yeah, the power limits. We need to make induction cells and induction providers, and then observe a completed induction matrix, which is the name for the battery. The whole battery is called the induction matrix. But yeah, if we can make these things, the cells and the providers, we should be good to go. So we'll put them over here on the left, and we're going to use the basic ones to start with, because even the basics are pretty huge. A basic induction cell gives you a capacity of 3.2 giga FE. That's like 1,000 million? That's crazy. That's a huge amount of power. And yeah, I see. So this is where we need that lithium. This is where the lithium comes in handy. So let's go and scoop up all of the lithium that our process has made so far. Oh yeah, that's nice. 29 up to 30 lithium now. Really good position for us to be in. So what we'll do is we'll just stick with the basics for now. 1 basic cell and 1 basic provider. That should be fine. Well, let's get this thing built. Now we want this to go here right in front of all of these kind of like tubes, which is where we're going to put the cables and things for our entire factory. That'll be handy for getting power into and out of our battery. So here we go. Here is a pretty good diagram of what we're supposed to build. So for this build, we'll be making a 5x5x5. The quest requires the exact amount of materials needed to build this. So we could actually go bigger if we want to. So long as the edges are made out of induction casings, it kind of doesn't really matter how big you make this. So we're going to go all the way, I reckon. We can make more induction casing if we need it, but I reckon we can fill this entire side of the room up with a mega battery. Now we need to think of where we're going to put the induction ports. Basically, I want to put the induction port on the left as the power input, and on the far right over here, this is going to be the induction port power output. Important distinction, but yeah, we'll worry about that later down the line. These other 2 ports that we have, we can leave those for now. They will come in handy though. So we'll fill the rest of these in with structural glass. Now, as always, if you run out of structural glass, you can use casing instead. These don't have to be pure glass walls. Oh yeah, but I think we are definitely going to run out of the casing here. So I think I will have to make some more. Yeah, I've had to make some more, but again, don't worry about making too much induction casing or structural glass because it's used for turbines. It's used for nuclear power reactors. I think it's even used for the fusion reactors as well. So you're always going to have a use for structural glass. Now before we fully fill this in, we're going to have to go inside our multi-block structure and put in these little cubes, the induction provider and the induction cell. Very important. And it doesn't really matter where you put these, I don't think, at least. Oh wait, oh my god, we missed the floor. This is just wood. Oh god, I've got to make some more glass. Well, no worries. So yeah, with a glass floor on the bottom now, glass floor on the roof, or glass ceiling, I suppose. Oof. And this is glass as well. It's quite hard to see because obviously it's see-through, which makes things difficult, but we can't walk through it, so it's definitely a full solid wall. Now we're going to put down the induction cell, which we're going to put in the middle. I reckon we'll put cells in the middle, and we're going to put the provider over here on the right. Now, when we fill this in, it should create a multi-block structure. Yes, yeah, that red flash means when we right-click on it, boom, the induction matrix. This thing can hold 3.2 giga FE. So let's get this hooked up. Let's start getting power stored inside here. Oh no, okay. So what's interesting is we're not actually getting any power going into this, even though it's a full multi-block structure and it's connected to the induction port. Why is that? This is where we need our configurator. Basically, we have to tell the cable port that it is an output or an input port. That's why it's super important. Oh wait, it's not even hooked up. Oh, that could be why as well. Yeah, there we go. Whoops, my bad. Yeah, now it's going in. Okay, yeah, so we fixed it. The pipe was not connected, but look at this. So the input is about 290 FE per tick. That's not huge, but it's not terrible. But yeah, oh my god, the capacity. This is gonna keep us going for days. Once we get it filled up, it's gonna keep our ore processing system running for like, hours on end. Really cool. So my dudes, a massive thank you for watching this episode. We completely crushed Mekanism, we got clear of the first quest page, and we even made a good stab at the Mekanism advanced tier. We built ourselves a configuration matrix. We've got a giant battery. Next episode, what we could do is build even further and get our nuclear reactor going. That's going to be a big task, but it's going to be a really fun and cool one. We also got our ore processing to tier 4, and this is amazing, very efficient, also very quiet now, thanks to the mufflers. But yeah, we can get all of our ores that we have converted into like, I think 5 ingots per ore. That's insane. So as always, a massive thank you for watching. A huge thank you to my subscribers, my members, and my Patreons. You guys are amazing. Until next time, keep your tips coming in because I love to see them, love to read them, and without them, I would honestly be lost and much further behind than I am right now. But until next time, my dudes, a massive thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.